Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Little Hope. This is going to be the final video for the Curator's Cut, the final video for this poopy game. Sorry to say that I just still not loving it. In fact, I might even like it less than I did after playing through the theatrical cut, because I've had more time to think about things. I've had more time to explore the different aspects of the game, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't set out to play games that I'm not going to be enjoying. There might be some entertainment to be had in seeing me, like, hate play a game, but this doesn't even really deserve that much emotion. I'm not hateful of this game. I'm just very underwhelmed, and
would love to, though. I'm beat.
That sucks for me, and it might suck for you too. I'm hoping that by explaining my thoughts and my feelings and talking about things that I would do differently, that's still something for you. Or maybe you actually really, really like this game, and seeing me play it has been enjoyable for you. Seeing my my responses, my reactions to things. I'm just hoping that my disappointment in this game does not translate into you being
stopping that kid is our best shot.
Disappointed in the playthrough.
Wow. Not even sure she's real.
What's the big plan? Please, little girl, will you stop?
This should be another lock trait for Andrew, either now or coming up.
We owe it to the others and ourselves. Mary's the key to this. I'm certain of it.
There we are. So we are resolute to stop her.
You're right. When we stop her, this all goes away.
If we see her again. Nothing here is certain.
And there we go. Another
What's going on?
Clear showing that we did a bad.
You okay?
My eyes were just burning for a second there. It's okay, I'm good now. Shh. What's that? Shh, shh.
Hell no, that thing is back to finish me off.
Good thing we have that gun and we can shoot what is very clearly a monster.
Okay. Wait until you have a clean shot.
Did I get it? Is it dead?
Oh shit, shit.
Oh fuck.
No. I'm so sorry.
This can't be happening. We saw her get taken back at the museum. There's no way she could be wandering around out here.
Easy, John.
Please.
It was an accident.
This is all so fucked up.
I thought that thing was coming for us.
Fucking thing's not hurting anyone else. I should have fucking taken it off of you. Run! Now!
point that goddamn thing at someone else, will you?
Angela! My God. Never thought I'd see you again. I was sure you were gone.
We thought. You know.
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
So the whole crew is back together. You rounded everyone up. Good job.
Not quite.
So from this point
They
on,
found us.
we are able to get
Right now, our
one
priority is
more
getting
lock
you safe.
trait with,
Let's go.
I think, everybody.
We've come across more of
We're
those
not going to
things
worry
since
about
the
getting
war.
the lock trait with Andrew, though. We will
Jeez,
bring it
Andrew
up when the
was horrendous.
time comes. But the
Now
other
you're telling
ones,
me there's
we
more of them?
are going to
God,
deal
so
with
am I.
those. And this is what's interesting at this
I almost
point
forgot
in
I had
time with
these.
these lock traits.
Very happy to return them.
It's...
It was a time I feared it wouldn't happen.
I'm trying to think how to put this.
You're a true gentleman.
Like before, we make the choices, and we can make a bad choice that will
One lens is broken.
get
Maybe I'll
us
break
the...
the other one, then I won't have to see what's going on down here.
Now see, those glasses were definitely not broken when we found them.
But I like the idea.
You hear that?
So, with these final lock traits, it's just like before, you make a bad decision, you get a lock trait. But what's special about this point in time is these are also the opportunities for us to remove the lock traits. If we do the right thing, all the lock traits for that character are removed. All of them. If we do the wrong thing, then we get one more lock trait, and that's it. We have no more opportunities to get rid of the lock traits.
Ease up, will you? Hold up! Andrew, wait!
Oops.
Come on, we gotta get going.
Thanks.
Isn't this going back where we started?
Doesn't matter. We have to keep moving.
Oops.
Go easy coming down. I got you. Come on.
Yep, we definitely got her. Oh, no, we don't.
Asshole.
My bad. Andrew? You there?
Daniel? Taylor?
This is where they each get attacked by a demon. We're playing as Daniel at the moment. Not Andrew. So let's see how that knife comes into play, if at all. We can die here, we don't want to. He's feeling the effects of the lock traits. We're not getting more lock traits, he's just suffering a lot. Okay, knife did not come into play at all, and Andrew saved Taylor while we were dealing with that. And now he looks like a zombie.
How we got out of there in one piece, I'll never know.
Look at his skin
Hold
color
the
compared to the
celebrations.
others.
We're still cornered in Shithole Central.
And the fucking mutants are still out there. We gotta keep moving.
I do not know why Daniel gets it the worst out of all the characters visually. He does seem to have more opportunities for lock traits, at least in the Curator's cut, compared to the others.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. not by angels or by demons, heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something.
So he pulls out his little deck of cards there, and he has 5 cards for each character that's still alive. If you killed off characters, he would have less cards that he'd pull out. Turns them all over, and they are all the same card. I think you can see what that's all about.
What they appear to be. 3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and so far your students have all avoided damnation, eternal suffering. Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the cause. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this
Well,
may
I'm
feel,
sure.
but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
Get the fuck out of here! You've been itching to stop this kid no matter what. Now you want to go all bleeding hard on us?
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Yeah, Daniel is right. We've been making these decisions to say that, yeah, we think Mary is the problem here. And then the game just decides to turn it around and make another decision opposite of that. He looks like a zombie from Dawn of the Dead with the frickin' bluish-gray skin there.
Wrong. For all our sakes.
The good Dawn of the Dead, not the remake.
What happened? You get a chance to confront Mary?
No. We never
Yeah,
even
you
saw
heard me. I hate the remake. People out there say, oh, it is really good. It's actually a really good remake. It's even better than the original. No.
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me? We are seeing glimpses of what happened here hundreds.
So now this is
Not great.
when the opportunities
I
start
don't know how much more of this shit
for
I'm
the
pissed.
the end of the lock
Go again.
traits.
I don't belong with these people. None of them.
And
likes me.
what the game had kind of geared us
But
towards
the truth is, you never wanted to
was
be one of them anyway.
being
You kept yourself
heroic
apart.
and confronting
Fuck
your
off,
demons,
Daniel.
your own
Seriously.
demon yourself.
I'm doing my best in this nightmare shitstorm.
Hey, okay.
So when we
Sorry.
have choices where we either like
Sorry,
ask
I'm
for
sorry
help
because of all
or
this
we
shit.
say,
It isn't personal.
get out of
Thanks,
here,
Daniel.
I'll deal with this myself,
You're good to me.
that lets us break the
We need
lock
to get
traits. Except for when
Slicing
we
this
were playing as
stupid
Angela,
here.
and she was being chased by her demon. And we were like, I'll deal with this myself. That got her a lock trait. So that went against the general theme that we are presented with from this point on. But to be fair, I mean, it is not like a 100%. It's not set in stone. It's not whatever. There is an exception, but that exception comes with Angela again.
Taylor!
Since she already had her moment where she's like, I'll do this myself. So funnily enough, her hero moment is where she is more supportive of the group. So Fearful, help me. And that gets her her last lock trait, and we are not removing any of her traits. Now we just need to survive. So she's starting to get more messed up. Part of that is the ash from being in contact with the demon, and part of that is the locked traits. See, her eyes are getting more red. She's got a few more scrapes, scratches. We're trying to get these guys all messed up.
We gotta move, okay?
What the fuck is that thing?
Let's check that out. It'll get us out of these damn woods, and we can talk on the way.
So I think the next one coming up is going to be with Daniel when we get to the factory. Then it will be Angela, and then it will be John. Might as well check our stats with Andrew at the moment. Oh, we went up with John and Angela. Which makes sense. We were trying for a certain thing with having Angela come with us to the police station. And we did agree with John a lot on the whole thing with Mary. Yeah, some of these things, it just seems like once we started it, we couldn't stop it. But we're trying our best to be jerks. We destroyed Taylor and Daniel's relationship.
I ain't coming back.
I really hope you're right.
Only a matter of time before they come after us again.
That's a pretty negative outlook you got there.
There's gotta be a way of stopping the girl. We might have already missed a chance to change things.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is. A liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
Yeah, why didn't you take it? I'll say nothing.
He doesn't mean it, Andrew. It's just this mess we're in.
Look on the bright side. We're all still here, so we must be doing something right.
Sure, I've been here before.
And I'm trying to remember which way is the stairs. That's the fence over there. All right. Go over this way. We don't need to spend time really inspecting things. There is one thing right here that I wanted to look at again. So, Samuel Carver. The name Carver, I guess, comes from this guy. The mayor who sucks, apparently. And the reverend's name was Carson, the real one. But in the past, it's Carver. And I was getting a little bit confused between those two, especially because this says Carver here. And I thought the other things were saying Carson. It's my fault. But I also, once again, will say you can't trust any of this stuff as being real at this point. But if you were to trust it, then I guess that's where the name Carver came from.
Hey! Up here!
And creating this idea that the Carvers have been part of Little Hope for a long time, which I guess, if you're taking things at face value, there was a Reverend Carver
That guy's a menace.
I don't think
who
he gets
was
how bad a
part
mess
of
we're
the
in.
church
Come on, inside.
back in the late 1600s.
Well, no one's been here for a long time.
Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received.
So that flashback was exactly the same, and we had
Tell me
no
everything.
opportunity to make any
Sanders double
choices
again.
there.
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, that's bad. Very, very bad. Shit!
So what happens now?
I'm not sure I did the right thing. I guess at least we know we can influence the outcome. That's gotta be good, right?
What do you think? Is he right about this?
It went down just like he said. What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
So now we're going to be Andrew. Okay. I don't think we will be for long. We're going around to the boxes. I guess we can just kind of follow Daniel. Oh, Daniel got a little sidetracked.
Can you help me out here?
Doing what? You take that side, I'll take this side. We push together, right? Good. Now, push!
Okay, I'm pushing.
Fucking thing weighs a ton. One more time.
Okay. Really giving it all I got.
Fucking thing is super glued to the floor.
Whoa!
Oh shit! Ah!
Daniel?
Now, I'm going to go into this menu real quick, and I'm going to find a picture. Oh, that's weird that we don't actually have that picture. Okay, that's fine. Never mind then. There was the picture that showed Andrew and Daniel escaping through a barred gate. And that was the white frame picture showing, oh, that's a good outcome. And now I'm going to explain why that's not a good outcome. Because the only way for that to happen is for Andrew to be down here with Daniel. And the only way for Daniel and Andrew to be down here together is if we make a bad decision with Daniel.
Daniel! Take cover!
We got some bullets to spare. We got 2 left.
Hold!
So again, this is a situation where we would say, leave me be. See, telling him to go. But if we're reckless, that gets us our final lock trait with Daniel. And boom. We'll keep calm. Andrew, of course, being a big help.
Andrew? Daniel?
Say something!
Something.
Let us know you're okay!
Let's go before anything else happens.
And this is what we saw in the picture that I could not show you right now.
Too bad, shithead.
The girl is up there. This is another just little section that we would not have been able to have outside of the curator's cut perspective. There's not really anything to it except for this right here. A letter, it's not one of the secrets, but it does detail that there was some sort of deal that was going to go through to purchase the factory, and it did not actually happen. And that was the 77. That's it. That's all there is to this, as far as I know. We just continue on and we regroup with the others.
Fucking thing.
Eventually.
Professor? Professor?
Andrew? Daniel?
Thank God. We didn't think we'd see you again.
Got lucky, I guess. First time tonight.
You know, I was saying that Daniel's getting the worst of it. I mean, Taylor's not looking too great either at this
Thing
point.
is still after me.
But conversely, John is very unscathed. We only had one opportunity for lock trait for him so far.
Any of you spotted that kid?
And that was a nice little scooch Andrew did there.
Something moving over there.
Stay on your toes. Anything could happen. And
after that flashback, that's where we now have the crushed demon and the drowned demon showing up to come after John and Angela.
What happened? Tell me.
We don't have a lot of time.
Time for what?
Look, John!
What are you doing?
I'm tired of running.
Are you crazy? We gotta move!
So at this point, Angela could say to hurry or be resentful. Reassuring would remove her lock traits, but being resentful gets her her final lock trait, and that's it. John's final lock trait will be soon to follow. We just gotta make it there. That was certainly a noise. You hear her, she's choking a lot.
How's that feel, fucker?
We do have to help her. I think if we run, then she is dead. Yeah, I like the little wiggly guy there. You know, all his bones are broken, so he's just like scrambling around, all twitchy and stuff. It's a neat little design. I like it.
Get inside! Get in here!
Now, last time we chose to be heroic and be like, everybody else get out of here.
Like now!
And this time we're gonna be fearful. Fearful. We are filled with fear.
Andrew, I need you here.
And that locks in his traits there. Oh yeah, we probably do have to do that one.
Don't move.
Okay. So now we're at the point.
Gone?
Everybody's got their lock traits, and there is no way to remove them now. What that means is that all these characters are now dead. Because any of these 4 imaginary characters here, any character that has locked traits by this point in the game, that makes them dead men walking. There's no way to save them now.
Something isn't right is this shitty town's motto.
We have one more big decision to make, and that's going to be if we blame the priest, if we blame the puppet, if we blame Mary, or we say nothing. And if we were to blame the priest and nobody had any locked traits, then we would get the ending that we've already gotten, that we've seen. where everybody gets out. We have a good relationship with Vince, so Vince says, oh, the fire wasn't your fault, go to the diner. If we had a bad relationship with Vince, he would call the police on us and we would get arrested. And that was, I think, this one? Yeah. Which is somehow a good ending, I guess because the bus driver's alive. But anyway, so we blame the priest, and that's good, that's the right thing to do. But then any locked traits for any of the characters, that will trigger the demons to grab them and kill them. The same thing will happen if you choose Mary to die, regardless of if they have locked traits or not. If we choose the puppet, I'm actually not sure what that affects one way or the other. Like, what happens to the characters that at this point in time. By the way, yeah, this is the kitchen. And I'm pretty sure this picture was not there in the flashback that we had. I tried giving it a look, and I wasn't able to find it. Do I need to look at everything in order to get the stairs, or are the stairs here? No, they're here. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and blame Mary. We're going to get her good and killed off. But even if we saved her, these characters would still die. Everything that's going to happen after that point, it's going to be the exact same. So that's kind of sucky, in my opinion, that you have locked traits operating in that way. The more you get, the harder the quick-time actions are. That's fine. That's fair. I don't necessarily mind that. The consequences of your actions, but still giving you a fighting chance. But with them being this thing, like, you have one opportunity to get rid of all of them, or else the characters are just dead men walking, meaning you've made a decision, and down the road, it's not a very long road at this point, but down the road, they're gonna die. There's nothing else that you can do, and it's not even really made clear that that's even the case. My opinion, I don't like how the locked traits were implemented. I don't like how they tie into inevitability with the characters.
This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
It belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so. Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan, has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
Don't buy her bullshit. She's evil. She may be just a kid, but what she's done is beyond evil.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town, or its people. Can you not help me?
What can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but now in her hour of grace.
So I did mention that there was one more locked trait for Andrew, and it's at this point. I think if we choose the doll, or we say nothing, we get locked traits for Andrew. But the locked traits don't
right in the heart of this place.
Don't have the same impact on him as they do for the other characters.
There is not a man or woman here today who does not already know the devil is in our midst. The sole purpose of this court is to remove evil, not indulge it further. Our time is not for wasting.
Listen to him.
Well, actually, we don't get any control over Andrew at this point.
Made my decision.
Do we?
If I am wrong, condemn an innocent to die. Mary has to pay for what she's done.
Okay. So never mind. If we were playing the theatrical cut, then we would make that decision and get the lock trait for Andrew. So yeah, we got every lock trait that I'm aware of that we could get in a run of the Curator's cut. Hooray! We did it!
It's for the good of the town and all who live here. There is no other way to rid us of the evil you have brought. Mary, you will be taken from this court and burned at the stake as a heretic and witch.
This is how you care for me. You are no different to any of the others.
The sentence to be carried out immediately. We cannot risk further attempts from the devil to rescue his disciple.
To be fair, she really does deserve it.
No! This is all in your aid.
Oh. How about that?
Eternal damnation awaits you, sister of Satan.
I guess this is another opportunity to see somebody burned at the stake for being a witch. So if we had done this and the characters had broken their lock traits, they would still die. That's an automatic kill everyone button. At least for the imaginary characters.
I've really messed up here. What happened to that girl was wrong. I've made a bad mistake.
Whatever questions we still got, they won't be answered now. Let's just get out of here.
You okay? What just happened?
Think we've seen the last of that kid.
Then he leaves, and any characters that were still alive up to this point, or any characters that still had locked traits, get trapped inside the house. And here come the demons. And now you were seeing this in the deaths before, when I was showing those alternatives. And it shows all the locked traits that a character has up to that point. Since we did kill Mary, we are also seeing that reflected in their eyes. So, without looking stuff up, this is what you would need for, like, hints that on what you did wrong. Being like, oh, okay, so these locked traits, which you can't see anymore in the game, by the way, with this broken-ass patch. But yeah, seeing those, you might say, oh, okay, so those might be related to why they're dying. And seeing the Mary being burned, it's like, oh, maybe that was not a good decision to make, which, I mean, yeah, obviously. But what I'm saying is you would need to fail in order to understand, or hopefully understand, how to succeed if you wanted all the characters to live. Which is kind of annoying, in my opinion, but... since this is what we wanted to do, that means we've done a wonderful job with this. Very happy. And we are getting the ending that we were aiming for. Emphasis on aiming. Andrew is left alone. All the others are dead. Andrew being Anthony. Overcome with grief and guilt. If we had even one person with him, hi Curator, one person with him at the end, that would get us one of the other endings where he walks out of town to the diner or gets arrested. We could still have him get arrested at this point if Vince called the police. But since Vince is on good terms with Anthony, there are no police to intervene in what's about to happen. There is also still at least one bullet left in our gun. Things could play out a little differently if we did not have that.
I thought I might find you here. Both been through the trenches, huh? Both of us been through some real tough time these past years. Nothing but ghosts left here now. Free piece of advice. You stay out of that place. This is what you had. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. About 10 minutes down the road, there's a diner and got a working phone in it. Don't come back. Ain't nothing here for you no more.
So in Man of Medan, we would see little flashes of the Curator popping up here and there throughout the game, and that was to indicate that a potential death was about to happen. We didn't see him in this game, because none of the characters were real, but you could have also assumed, oh, they didn't continue to do that after Man of Medan. What's that on the step next to Andrew? One last little spook. And that little spook happens because we killed Mary. I think if we spared her and everybody died, I think Mary, or the present day girl whose name in the game code, I guess, is Melissa. So Megan, Mary, Melissa. I think she intervened and might stop you. Or you might still die. I'm not 100% sure. But there's basically just a handful of things that can happen. You go to the diner and you sort of make peace with things that happened and you maybe move on. You don't know. You get arrested because Vince called the cops on you. Blames you for everybody dying in that fire. You shoot yourself in the head out of grief. Or you try to shoot yourself in the head if you have a gun with no bullets. If you don't have the gun at all, you just sit there just overwhelmed with your grief. Not even any way to off yourself. So it's essentially like 4 different endings, and then there's just a couple different variants, like where you might get arrested, where Vince says he doesn't blame you, you know? So I'm not too worried about showing off all those different variants, the different endings. This was the big one where I wanted to show you an actual death taking place.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
And yeah.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different result. That's the problem with demons. If you don't lay them to rest, they will haunt you forever. Not a very happy ending. Or maybe it is. Depends on what makes you happy, really. And you eventually found him. The bus driver. But lost him again. Forever.
Aw, shucks.
Till we meet again. Maybe in the South Pacific, or the Arabian Desert, or somewhere else. But we will meet again. At least one more time.
So now we can go ahead and take a look at that final collectible that's only available if you get all other collectibles. They don't all have to be done in a single playthrough. The various save files will combine into a collective here. The Crude Doll. Yes, it's a very important secret. It's a huge reveal here at the end of the game. So very important. And it has connections to other secrets here. Just, yeah. I don't see the point. But, yeah. So, for getting all those secrets, they're separated into bronze and silver. I do not know the rhyme or reason, but for getting all the bronze, you unlock the first part of a comic book, and for getting all the silver ones, you unlock the second part. Now, this was also in Man of Medan, and I didn't show it off because it's just a bunch of pictures. It's probably, you could probably find a better way to look at these than in this video here. And it says I could zoom out, but I don't actually know how to zoom in. So there's that. It's I have now pushed every button that I can, and it's not letting me zoom in. So I can't read this. Maybe you could. But, oh, there we go, I think. Alright. So I use the D-pad to navigate between the panels on here, I guess. I'm not going to dwell on this for too long, but I'm trying to just give you an idea. There's a little bit of sound that goes along with these, and I guess it might not be the case here, but in Man of Medan, the comic was... it set up what happened on the ship before the point that we start playing. Like, what happened while Joe was unconscious, while Charlie was locked up in the brig. And they had these points in the comic that they would be references to secrets that we found during our playthrough. And it would say, oh, this is secret number 26. This is a reference to secret number 12. And that was kind of neat. And it looks like this might not have that. Another thing where they just don't do anything that they should have done. Let me look at part 2 here. We go through... Alright. This appears to give a little backstory to Anthony being troubled. So this is the older Anthony. The first comic was dealing with the trials, the 1692, and this is dealing with Anthony. I'm gonna just guess right now that this is not a real doctor. And you can go find out on your own if that is the case. I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. I'll look at that on my own. I suggest you look at that on your own. You can also look at some of these bonus features elsewhere. I don't really want to put stuff up in my videos that's just like movies and whatnot, where I'm not adding any commentary or controlling anything. I'll leave that to other people to do. So, yeah. We are finally done with this heckin' game. And hopefully the next game I play will be better. The next game being House of Ashes. Whenever that may be. But, let me know what your opinions are on this game. Am I just way out of line here? Am I totally wrong and being way too harsh? Or do you agree with me on, my thoughts and feelings on this game? I would love to continue this discussion, and who knows, maybe when I finish all of Season 1 of the Dark Pictures games, I might even do like a little retrospective to go back over my thoughts on those games. We'll see. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But for now, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this journey. It was a disappointing one for me, but I hope it was entertaining for you, or at least interesting to see how I reacted, how I felt about this game, hear my thoughts and feelings. I hope I did something worthwhile. If nothing else, I really hope that part 0 video was worth it, because I spent way too long doing the research on that stuff and essentially writing a freaking history report. My teachers would be proud. I love ya. Mwah. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.